All right, let's get this load station set up here. And we're going to work on starting to put this 4runner motor together. Looks like it's been a clothes basket. Yeah, we're going to start putting this 4runner motor together. All I had done was paint it, put the freeze plugs in, and looks like I need to add a little paint. Yeah, I'm going to set the crank in here. We're going to plastic gauge it and make sure that looks all right. Go from there. All right, I put my main bearings in here. I put a little oil on these top and bottom, but then I wiped it away because I'm going to drop the crank down in here and put the plastic gauge on it and torque it down, making sure the clearance looks good. I'm not going to do a how-to video because I'm not an engine builder. There's several videos on how to do this, and I'm like a lot of you. I'm watching what they did to make sure I don't screw something up. Hopefully I ain't going to screw nothing up. So yeah, I'm going to drop that crank down in here, put my caps on, and torque it down, and make sure it looks high. All right. If you can see, can we focus? See my plastic gauge mark? So yeah, I put my main caps on, torqued it down, and yeah, it looks like right in the middle. It's supposed to be 0.25 to, where's that? 0.25 to 0.55 millimeter, and we're about somewhere in the middle. I'd say around that 38 mark, 40 or whatever. So we're somewhere in the middle, so that should be fine. Yeah, we put it back together, put the assembly lube on this time, and turns nice and free. All right, starting with some pistons here. Got my rings on my pistons. Try to pay real close attention. I clocked all my rings opposite like it says do. And so yeah, I'm ready to drop these things down in here. One at a time. I got one set up here ready to go. So let's do it. Look at there. Man, I'm happy. Get my rotating assembly all in. Got some shiny pistons to put in. But yeah, I got everything in. Torque down. It still feels nice and free. I'm happy with that. So yeah, we can move on. Like I said, I'm not doing a how-to video on this. I'm not filming everything because I'm not an engine builder and never claim to be. I got enough confidence in myself to do things for myself, but I'm not going to show you how, especially 22RE, because this is the first 22RE I'm ever going to be putting together. And there's guys on there that did several, so watch them. And there's guys on there showing you things to do. Don't watch them. So y'all know where I'm coming from. But anyhow, got this done. It's getting kind of late. I may go eat. I might come back out here and do a little more, but I may pick it back up on this tomorrow. If I do, you'll see it. So catch you later, guys. Just when you have a day planned to work on your old cars, this happens. Luckily I had another gate for my goats. Got one down over here too.
Shit getting wild over here on a Friday. God.
Some of the shenanigans goes on. Usually on Fridays. Drafting it. Gonna be hedging the ditch. Oh man, that looks good there. I want to make sure something I was good about this time is make sure you get you some bags and label all your bolts and stuff as they come out, when you're tearing the project down, it's so easy to go back to them and get the bolts that that was in it originally, or in it when you took it apart. Yeah, make sure you do that. So yeah, we're about ready for a head, and I ordered new rocker arms. So I'm gonna clean this up. Just out of the way. I'm gonna clean this set up here, install the new rocker arms, then we bolt our head down, and yeah, that's where we're at. You know, even though these guys here are new, it's always good to kind of really inspect them, especially make sure your oil passage is through. Make sure no trash or no burrs, metal burrs has gotten in there that's going to restrict any flow. And I know we already discussed this and you guys already do it, but always take a snapshot of your parts when you want to disassemble. I mean, I've never messed with 22 REs, 22 Rs. So don't just take this stuff apart and rely on going to YouTube or somewhere and looking back, putting it back together. Take some good pictures of yourself to go back and review to where you see where everything was. You know what I mean? Which side your springs was on. And I mean, I don't even know if I take this apart, if the spring was on the other side, but I'm gonna take me some photos. That way I'll know. We got that back together. Nice new rockers. So, ready to put a head on and then slide it down. Yeah, it's hot in here today. Let me tell you, that's what it is. Yeah, it's 92, 94, 94-ish. All right, let's hope that I don't have to take this head back off here, because I'm getting ready to drop the head on there. And I really took my time. I think I feel good about this. I think I feel good. I mean, if I want to review, I mean, I checked my end gap, checked my ring gap, you know, the lower end, a plastic gauge of bearings, put the crank in, the crank felt really good. Clocked all my rings properly, like I should. Put the pistons in, spun it around, it feels good. I can look at my walls around here and it looks like you can see where the ring is starting to scrub around there a little bit. I don't see nothing that looks odd. So anyhow, let's go for it. Drop the head on and finish her up. Felt good. Setting it on. Yeah. So we'll got new head bolts, new auger arms, so let's put that on. Get a little oil on our head bolt before we drop them down in there. Yeah. It's playing. I always try to think ahead, and I always forget something. I meant to run a tap in them head, in the head or the block. I meant to run a tap down the top of the block for the head bolts, just to make sure the threads were clean. And I didn't. So just as sure as I didn't right here, I'm gonna start spinning these head bolts and I'm gonna find one that don't feel right. I hope not. Because if it don't spin probably free, you know what I'll be doing? I'll be pulling the head back off and running the tap down there. Wish me luck, I don't want to do that. So, just my luck. I got a little, kind of a little mini nightmare here. I was running my bolts down. I have no threads right here. No threads in that block. In this bolt hole. It just spins free. Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully I can put a heated coil or something in that. So you can take the head back off and check it out. That's all I'm gonna do. So it's pretty obvious. You can see threads, threads, threads. What? What? How in the world did I let that happen? Oh well, we'll get it fixed. Hey, you remember I even said I meant to run a tap down in my threads and top of my block, and it didn't do it. Man. Well, it set me back probably a couple of days because I know I'm going to have to order a heated coil and get that fixed. And hopefully it'll hold. Yep, I don't like that, but that's the way it is. So I got me a tap and some heated coils here, and got me a drill bit that's smaller than the hole there. I know I'm already this deep. Gonna use that for a guide to mark the drill bit that I'm gonna be using, and kind of double check myself on the calipers here. I just don't want to drill this too deep. I'm barely gonna be drilling it out anyway, but that's how deep my hole is. Of course, that's down to a point. Kind of compare that with what I got here. Looks pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna buzz that out. It'd be nice to have this hole already being in here is gonna be your guide anyway. You know, it's nice if you have one of the nice plates to put on here that has the hole size in it that you can drill down that keeps it nice and straight. But being that hole is already there, it's going to guide it anyway. So let's hit. Well, we've got some threads in there now. Try this heated coil. See how it goes in. Might chamfer. I think you're supposed to chamfer a little lead in. Got kind of a sharp edge here on these threads, so I'm going to give me a chamfer and spin right there. Make sure you keep cleaning that hole out. Really good. Yeah. And then we'll see if we can spin these new threads down in there. I'm going to put me some Loctite on these threads right here. Once them go in there, I don't think you can get them out. They're stainless, so you be in a world of hurt if something happens now. I'll be in a world of hurt if something happens now. When I said I would be in a world of hurt, I got to think about it, and I said, I better make sure that is the right threads for that head bolt. And sure enough, it's spinning on there, so that's the right threads. We got some threads in there now. Hopefully, we don't have any issues. I'm gonna double check all the others. You know, I only need 58 foot-pounds. So I hope that all. Well, we got the head on. Got the valves adjusted. So, yeah. Hope everything's good. Is it really necessary to have all these gaskets? Can we not make a gasketless engine to where we don't have to fool with this crap no more? There's no telling where the bolts is. This rear main. These are. Oh, wait a minute. Look at here, because I labeled my stuff. Look at there. Good move. I'm cleaning up all my stuff, my pan, my brackets, all my accessories and stuff. I mean, it's not a registration, but I'm gonna clean everything up real good and respray it. Got the well, you seen what I did. I got the head on, the valves adjusted. I'm gonna get this thing off the stand, put my rear main seal stuff, my pan, everything on it there, and yeah, just get it ready to go back in the 4runner. So that's kind of what I'm going to stop for right now until I get my engine stand down here. I'm going to be cleaning up a lot of this stuff. Everything ready to go on.